What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and in this video we are back to take a look at the crazy hero path that we have for the anniversary. This hero path is quite crazy. Not only is going to allow you to get 2 rares for the fusion, but you can also get an epic, which will greatly increase your progress towards the fusion, but I'm not sure if I would recommend going for this epic, because it's gonna be very expensive. I think the rares are pretty approachable, and the other rewards, it's up to you to decide if they are worth it or not. But this epic right here feels very, very expensive. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, the reason why it feels expensive, it's because it's not because it's expensive by itself compared to the rares. It's because it's expensive compared to what you have to spend later on the champion chase tournament. So keep that in mind. It's not specifically expensive for this event. It's just probably more expensive than the event we're gonna get next week, where you can complete fusions or open fragments or use your remnants for points, rather than participating on this hero path that requires you to open shards and also do dungeon divers. So yeah, keep all of that in mind, as this is going to be very important. Okay, so we're going to break down all the paths that you can take in order for you to complete this fusion, and also take a look at the costs of these additional rewards. And we're also going to take a look at these mythical relics, because they are very, very powerful. And this is the first time that they... I apologize, I'm still sick. This is the first time that they have returned in a while, and some of these relics are very powerful. We are talking about Stars of Jinang and the Crown of Corruption, so yeah, very, very important. Okay, so once again, we're going to break down all the information that you need to know in order for you to make the decision if you're going for the rares, the epics, and the mythical relics, or even the frame. How many sacred shards is going to cost you, and of course, if you're going to spend ancients, you have to adjust accordingly. Also remember that this is a Dungeon Divers event, and this event is going to be very long. You can participate on a Fire Knight and on an Ice Golem throughout this period of time. So keep that in mind, because this will allow you to get some additional rewards or save shards in case you don't want to blow all your load, right? So yeah, okay, we're going to break down information. As always, if you guys like the information on these videos, make sure to share the videos and the channel with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Raid Challenges content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Like I said, this event is going to last for 4 days. Once again, Dungeon Divers or Gear Hunters. We have the Ice Golem starting soon. We have a Fire Knight starting on the last day of this event. So keep that in mind, because you can get extra points as you complete those events. In terms of the points for the shards, we have the typical points. We have 450 for Sacred, 180 for Primal, 750 for Void Shards, and 300 for Ancients. But keep in mind that there is a very high chance that you can get 2x on Ancients next week during the Champion Chase tournament. It's not confirmed yet, but I would say it's a 90% chance. And you can also get 3 points for your Mystery Shards. So if you have like 1,000 Mystery Shards, that's 3,000 points, so don't sleep on that. Okay, in terms of the rewards are really, really good. The fusion itself, the rares for the fusion, they are the typical cost. They are around 6 sacreds or 8 sacreds, depending if you are going to spend energy or not. And the other additional rewards, they are within the same price. Actually, I would say a little bit more cheaper than the usual, as they usually go for 50,000 sometimes, which is pretty crazy. So the prices here are pretty approachable. And if you are a whale, if you are a kraken, you should definitely take advantage of these, as the rewards are pretty approachable. Okay, now in terms of the paths, let's take a look at the paths, and after we're going to take a look at those relics. So these are the information that we have. Sorry, I apologize for that. This is okay, so this is the information that we have. And you can see right here the green path. And this is going to be the path that you're going to take for each key. So keep that in mind. each key will have a cost of 10,000. So that's going to be 2 secrets and and a little bit extra. 2 secrets plus a little bit extra. So you need 3 keys for the 2 rares, and you need those 2 rares. If you don't get those 2 rares, after you're not gonna be able to complete the fusion. So because of that, you need 2 keys here, you need 1 key here, so you have to go here 10,000, then you're gonna go here again 10,000 again, and then I would recommend you to take the far right path to get these gold coins. So that's going to be another 10,000. So that's a total of 30,000 just on the green. 30,000. Now we have the 3 keys, so you can go the middle path, and this is going to be 3,000 plus 3,000. So that means you're going to be able to get the 2 rares for around 36,000. 36,000. You probably have to spend a little bit extra here, but it's like scraps, right? This is going to be able to complete this with energy anyway. So once again, for each key, you're going to spend 10,000. You need 3 keys, so that's going to be 30,000. And then for the rares, you're going to need 6,000, which is going to be a total of around 8 sacred shards to 6 sacred shards, depending on how much you're going to spend. And you can see here on the green, we have 6 sacreds plus 2. Okay, now in terms of the other rewards, let's talk about the epic. Why I don't recommend going for this epic? It's because there are not that many events that you kind of want to skip to save your shards. There is a champion chase tournament next week, which once again might have a 2x on ancients, and you can complete it with fragments, with fusions, with all kinds of things, with remnants. We have, of course, the city new rotation, so you might have a few new remnants. So keep that in mind. You can get that champion chase absolutely for free without opening any shards. So that's going to be extremely important. If you are going for the epic, this is going to cost you additional 10,000 just for the other key, because you're going to need 4 keys in total. And the epic does not progress forward for the other rewards. So keep that in mind. If it would progress, if it would allow you to save some cost here, that would be great, but it's not the case. So it's a dead end if you go for this epic in terms of path and also in terms of your rewards. Okay, so, and this is going to cost you an additional 15,000. So we are talking a little bit more sacred, right? We are talking about 3 sacreds and a half, 4 sacreds. So this is going to be extremely expensive to get this epic. So keep that in mind. Okay, so now that we are done with the materials for the fusions, let's talk about the other rewards. So as you guys can see, we have mythical relic materials for all the events that we had for the past year. We also have some additional souls as well, the eternal souls, immortal souls as well. So these are going to be some nice rewards for you to obtain. We also have legendary books, we also have mythical books. All of these costs are within the typical price, like I said, a little bit on the lower side. And if you are going for the relics, the first step is going to cost you 21,000, which is going to be 5 sacreds, yikes. And then the next step is going to cost you 10 sacreds, so 45,000. Very, very expensive. But again, this is going to be up to you to decide if it's going to be worth it or not. Like I said, if you are a Kraken, if you are a whale, if you have a lot of sacred shards, if you are free-to-play player and for some reason you have like 50 shards, this can be very interesting. Once again, the mythical books and the legendary books are within the normal range, and the mythical relic materials are within the normal range as well, if not cheaper than usual. So yeah, we are talking about 5 sacreds plus another 10, so 15 sacreds for all of these rewards. Again, it depends on who you are. Now, if you want to go for the frame of the anniversary, we are taking a look at 7 additional sacreds. We have the Eternal Soul here, we have some legendary relic materials here as well, and then we have the dust and we have the frame. Is it worth it? It's up to you to decide. Some people are collectors, some are not for this type of things. So again, it's within the range. I would probably say it's actually cheaper than the hero path that we had last year for Fabian, which in my opinion was very expensive. It was the first time I did a hero path, and it was so expensive, it was crazy. Okay, so all this information you can see it on the screen. You can take a screenshot if you want to. It's broken down by, once again, 1 key, 10,000, 1 rare, 3,000, 1 relic, 21,000, plus another 45,000, and then the frame, it's a total of 33,000, and here you have down the amount of sacred shards for each of them. So again, keep that in mind as you approach this path. Okay, let's go back into the game. We're gonna take a look at the relic materials and see which ones are going to be the best ones. You have some crazy offers. There are some discounts to this one. So for example, usually this is like $2.30, and this one is $2. So all of these offers are on discount. So if you are going to buy stuff, now it's the time. It's not very common for us to have this type of offers, and yeah, they're on discount. Not a major discount, it's like 10% discount, so keep that in mind. We also have it for souls, but we don't have any soul event going on right now. The soul event just ended, but it had a discount. This was available for just a few hours. Okay, let's take a look at the relics and the mythical relics. Which ones are going to be the best ones? So these are the event relics. Now this is a little bit confusing because we have a mythical relics for this one, for the Mad Hatter, but there are actually no mythical relics for this event. So if you take a look at these, you have the mythical relics down here for the Mad Hatter, but there is no event with them. So yeah, there is the Cat's Gaze for legendary. There is the Hatter's Reserve, but none of these are going to give mythical relics. Like, it gives you a higher chance. It's like almost guaranteed that you're gonna get the Cat's Gaze, but it's strange, right? It's strange. Okay, in terms of the Chaos Awakes mythical relics, Crown of Corruption is like one of the best relics in the game. If I would get this one for Shredder, it would be insane. This is like absolute crazy. We have speed, we have crit damage, we have HP, and you deal more damage or you take more damage depending on how much health you have, if you're above 50% or not. So yeah, Crown of Corruption is one of the best relics in the game. Skull of Treason is pretty nice as well for characters that apply HP burn. This one, Covenant's Passion, applies Shatter. This one was like pretty decent back in the day. Nowadays, not as much because we already have Granite that also does Shatter, but it's still decent. It's still decent, but it's limited to attack-based champions. It has this extra defense here as well. Not super good, not super good. There are not many champions that benefit of these. Once again, the best one will be Crown of Corruption. Now, in terms of the Discovery Relics, and once again, these are down here. They are the second ones. They are behind the mythical book. And it kind of makes sense because, they are, yes, the mythical book, but on the other side. These ones are for the Crown of Corruption. The one middle left, the middle right is for the Discovery, Stars of Jinang, and so on. Okay, so for these ones, the Stars of Jinang are absolutely insane. I got Stars of Jinang on my Shredder. I would switch Stars of Jinang for Crown of Corruption. Maybe. I'm actually not sure, because this relic is very strong for damage dealers, support champions, controllers like Fabian. This relic is amazing on a ton of champions, really, really good. Shibaya's Fortitude, not as much compared to the other one, so you get more value out of these relic materials of Chaos Awakes. GBS Servitude, it can be good on some champions like Galathir or Nice and so on, but not that many champions. While on the Stars of Jinang or the Covenant's Passion or the Crown of Corruption can be on many more champions. Last Laugh, it's okay, but nothing too crazy. Mask of the Squid, it's okay, nothing too crazy. Moving on, we don't have any Dread Bomb, we don't have any Forge Pass. We have the Wings of Winter, and these ones are okay as well. We just had the event that finished that gave these materials. The Diabolic Dice is okay, but nothing too crazy. We have attack, accuracy, and crit damage. So again, nothing too spicy. It can be useful on, for example, on Lazarius, but again, it's nothing too crazy. The Tower Helm, it's okay for the speed, but this fortifier buff, in my opinion, is a little bit of a weak sauce. So yeah. And the Thunderbolt Spear is okay, but nothing too crazy. It's not game breaking by any means. And the Oculus Custodium is also pretty nice. I think it's going to be very interesting on this new legendary that we are getting. But again, it's nothing too crazy. So is it going to be worth it going for these mythical relic materials? Again, if you're a Kraken, I would probably say yes. The ones from the Chaos Awakes, the red ones right here, once again, center left, are really, really strong. The Mad Hatter ones, it's going to give you a cat's gaze that is very powerful as well. That's something to consider. But we are talking about 30 Sacred Shards plus. So yeah, for me, I just can't afford it. But believe me, I would definitely be interested in this. I would definitely be interested in this. But there you go, guys. This is all the information that I have for you today. We break down every path, we broke down every situation, which are the best mythical relics and so on. And that's going to be the video. So if you guys like information on these videos, make sure to share the videos and the channel with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Raid Challenges content. And I will catch you guys later.